What is willpower? I believe willpower is that force, that energy, that allows us to tackle the projects that we need to get done with maximum efficiency while avoiding the bad decisions that are not good for us. And there's this age-old debate that asks the question, is willpower unlimited? Is willpower truly on will call? And I want you to think of willpower like this. I believe that willpower is like a piggy bank. You've got a certain amount of money in the bank at the beginning of the day, and every decision that you make, every action that you take, every decision that you take action towards, I believe that the piggy bank depletes and the money starts to leave it. And as the day goes on, eventually all of your money is gone, and the decisions that you make after that point will not be as quality of a decision as the ones that you made at the beginning of the day. Now, I do believe that there are ways that you can strengthen your willpower and improve your willpower so that you have more of it throughout the day. And I'm going to give you some tips that will actually help you to summon willpower when you need it the most. So let's get right into it. I'm Brandon Eastman with BeBetterIndustries.com, and on this YouTube channel, we talk about peak performance, mindset, and achievement. So if you're into those things, go ahead and hit the subscribe button here and make sure to hit the bell. That way you're notified of all new videos of ours every single Monday. And hey, if you're into willpower, if you're into achievement and goal setting, hit the like button here. That way this video gets shown to more people. So let's talk about willpower. I want you to think about willpower like this. This is willpower. All right, this bar here. Think about this as a bar. And every decision that you make throughout the day slowly drains the bar. Decisions as small as what clothes you're going to wear throughout the day, what you're going to eat for breakfast. It's 7 a.m. Should I get out of bed now or should I snooze and get out of bed 10 minutes later? Every decision, no matter how small, drains the willpower meter. And once that meter gets to the bottom here, it's over. Once that willpower bar is drained, then every decision that you make is going to be less efficient than the ones that you made prior in the day. So our goal here is to make less decisions, or maybe is it to structure our decisions in an order of maximum efficiency? There's a reason why people like Mark Zuckerberg wear the same exact shirt every single day. Maybe not the same exact shirt. He's got like 20 of the same gray shirt in his closet. But Mark Zuckerberg wakes up and goes to his closet and just mindlessly grabs one of his gray shirts. He does that so he doesn't drain that willpower bar. Because no matter how small the decision, no matter how short the conversation that you have with yourself or somebody else, your willpower bar slowly drains over time. So the big question is, how can we make it so that willpower bar drains slower so we can get the things done that we need to get done, so that we don't procrastinate, so that we don't make bad choices for ourselves? We're going to talk about how to make good choices. We're going to talk about how to place our maximum energy and focus on the things that we know that we need to get done. And we're going to talk about how to make that bar drain slower, and also maybe how to even extend that bar when you need it the most. Think about this. Have you ever had a project that you had to complete? Have you ever had something that you had to do for work or you had to do for school? It was something that you didn't necessarily want to do. When you thought of it, you got that feeling in the pit of your stomach like, ugh, I really don't want to do this thing. I really would rather put it off and do it later. And you go throughout your entire day and you finally get to the point where you know that you should do this thing, but then you say to yourself, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. Well, what's the problem? I still got a week to get this done. Why do it now when I can do it then? That's because we had a lack of willpower at that moment. So the first tip that I have for you when it comes to strengthening and improving your own willpower is to tackle the biggest task on your list first thing as soon as you wake up. Okay, that thing that you don't want to do, that thing that brings you pain when you think about it, you gotta do it first, okay? Because this is gonna do several different things. When you make that your first priority, even if you add it into your morning ritual right after you wake up, you tackle that project. You realize it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be. And after you tackle that project and you get it done, what happens? You feel good about yourself. You get a burst of dopamine right in your brain, and it makes you feel good throughout the rest of your day because you knew that you did that thing that you didn't want to do because you knew that it comes to priorities. Prioritize your largest task first. Take that energy that you get from completing the task and use it for everything that comes afterwards. Let me ask you this. Would you rather do a bunch of small projects when you wake up, and then at noontime or 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., you get to that thing that you don't want to do? How do you generally feel? Well, you feel like you already worked a lot that day because you took care of a lot of small tasks that didn't matter as much just because you were procrastinating getting to the bigger task. How would you feel instead if you knocked out the first big task first thing, and you had that energy to tackle everything else afterwards, and it was a breeze? You would feel incredible. And because of that burst of dopamine, that's actually extending the amount of willpower that you have throughout that entire day. So be sure to tackle the first biggest task on your list first thing as soon as you wake up, and I can guarantee you that will make a big difference. This could even be going to the gym. If health is a priority for you right now, which it should be for everybody, then going to the gym should be one of the first things that you do during the day. Maybe it's going to the gym, or it's working out at home, or it's eating a healthy breakfast first thing versus putting it off and having something not as healthy for lunch. Whatever it is for you, tackle it first thing in the morning. Now, the more often that you tackle the hardest task on your list first, the more it becomes a habit, and the faster it gets ingrained in your nervous system. Over time, the amount of willpower that it takes to tackle that big project slowly gets less and less and less, meaning you have more energy and more willpower throughout the rest of your day. This is why you can look at the greatest achievers in the world, and you watch them from the outside in, and you just notice how they just get stuff done. They take care of the things that they don't want to do. They seem to do it with this sense of ease, and they just do whatever it takes to get it done. That's because those people are so used to doing it. And you can do the same thing once you make tackling the largest task on your list a priority. Do the thing that you don't want to do first things first. The second tip I have for you to increase your willpower is to plan your day the night before. As an example, let's say you're planning out your Monday. Do that Sunday night. Sunday night before you go to bed, grab a journal, grab your phone, and go to the notes section or wherever you go to place your priorities and tasks, or even your calendar. Prioritize your tasks the night before. So as an example, let's say Monday I'm getting work done. I'm going to place on my task list the most difficult project first. I'm then going to place the next most difficult project after that, and the next one after that. Because think about this, if you wake up and then you sit down and you plan your day that same day, then you're using some of your willpower by just planning your day. Planning your day is a task in itself that doesn't require a lot of energy. But remember, the first thing that we're doing is tackling the largest task first. If we're starting by planning our day, that is not the largest task. It should take you 5 minutes to plan your day, and planning my days the night before has significantly helped to improve my life and help improve my willpower. Because I wake up and I grab my journal and I just look at my task list, and I know immediately what I need to begin working on after my morning ritual, which primes me for my day, which is another video in itself. Plan your day the night before and watch how much more efficient you become the next day. Plan your meals. Know what you're going to eat maybe. It might sound boring, but I guarantee it's going to help you become a healthier individual. Plan your gym trips. Plan your workouts. Plan when you're going to go visit your friend or go visit your family, because all of those things uses your willpower. So allocate your willpower like the resource that it is. And then every single day, your willpower resets. Plan your day the night before. Now, the third tip I have for you to help you increase your willpower is something simple, something that you hear all the time, but we can't discount it just because it's simple, because it will completely change your life. Get a healthy amount of sleep every single night. And not just a healthy amount of sleep, but get a healthy quality of sleep. Okay, make sure that your room is dark. Make sure you go to bed as often as possible at the same time every single night and wake up at the same time every single day, because that's going to get your body into a clockwork routine. It's going to help your body be able to predict what's going on. And because your body can predict it, it makes it easier on yourself, it lessens strain, and it gives you more energy the morning that you wake up. Okay, so get sleep, and also eat healthy as often as possible. The healthier that you're able to eat, the more clean foods that you're putting into your body is going to give you more clean energy that will allow you to exercise your willpower in the right direction. Now, there's actually studies that have been done saying that when you eat a snack or when you have a meal, a healthy meal, it's going to raise your blood glucose levels. It actually gives you a burst of willpower when you need it most. So if you're tackling several big tasks in one day, have a snack before you get to the next task, because that's going to help give you that boost of willpower that you need in order to get the job done and get it done with maximum efficiency so that you can keep striving towards your goals. Now, those are the 3 tips that are going to help you improve your willpower. Go in the comments, let me know which one helped you the most. And also, if there's something I missed that helps you when it comes to willpower in your days, comment it below. I would love to talk about it. Put your questions down there and check this out. I want you to click the first link in the description. That's going to send you, once you enter your email, it's going to send you a copy of my free ebook, Be Extraordinary, Your Guide to Self-Mastery. It's an ebook that gives you strategies to help you live an extraordinary life. And once you improve your willpower, it's only going to make your life that much more extraordinary. So you know the deal. If you want more motivation every single Monday like this, hit the subscribe button below, because every single Monday we post something that's going to help prime you for your day. And then, of course, be sure to hit the like button because it supports the channel. I appreciate it. And it lets other people who might need this help see this video because it shares it with them as well. Until next time, be better.